Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch a Movie. I'm Mike. Thanks for watching today, and also I want to thank our sponsor today, ExpressVPN. And you know why? Because someone somewhere right now is trying to watch what you're doing on the internet. Whether it's advertisers, men with pantyhose on their heads, your dad, everyone's a suspect. They're trying to steal marketing information, your data, and possibly even your soul. And you might be saying, yeah, I know, Mike, I already have a VPN. Because let's face it, baby, these days, you gotta have a VPN. So why switch to ExpressVPN? Well, for one, because they're the top-rated VPN service network on The Verge and CNET, you big goof, as well as many others. And they only use premium servers, making it faster to use than other VPN networks, and it's easier to set up and use than a butcher's knife on a babysitter. Tell that to Michael Myers, am I right? Maybe that was a bad example. But you download it, you click it, it runs, you jump around country to country, it's super easy to use. Now you might still be thinking, Mike, I don't know, shush! Imagine my finger between your lips and maybe a little bit inside of them right now, okay? Look down in the description box below and click that link for 3 free months of VPN service from ExpressVPN, which makes it even freer than my already free OnlyFans account. Try ExpressVPN today using our link down below. Today we're reviewing Shudder original DEADSTREAM. I did not know anything about this movie whatsoever. Amidst the holy fucking Japoli drops of all the horror stuff that's coming out left and right, like the hot dog lady just hitting you in the face. Horror this week, this month, just dropping everywhere. Right? We've talked about this before. Mike Flanagan's got a show on Netflix, the fucking Terrifier, Hellraiser, all the crazy stuff. It's just Raining Men, which is my favorite, second favorite. But I didn't see anything about this. Haven't seen a trailer, haven't nearly even seen a poster, nothing. Nothing! Nothing! But I was on the internet, my friend Jamie's like, dude, you gotta watch this movie. I just watched it and it's amazing. And I was like, dude, I want to, but I probably won't get to it because there's just too much going on. And then another person, and then another person, and then they tell 2 friends, and then they tell 2 friends. What movie is that from? Comment below. So I flip it on. It's an hour and 20 minutes, maybe? Something like that. It's short as shit. God save short movies. I don't know if it's just that I have ADD or the attention span of the world, or just that they make movies barraged with so much pointless shit. Since superhero movies, I feel like everything's gotta be 2 hours and 40 minutes friggin' long, you know? It's not a serious movie unless it's at least 2 hours and 20 minutes long. You can't take it seriously. So when movies like this and Host come out and they go directly to streaming, like, hey, let's just keep it neat. Let's tighten it up. I'm not saying lose weight, just tighten. What movie is that from? Comment below. I'll stop now, I swear to God. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? So I mentioned Host. It's a lot like Host. It's a found footage movie, but it's not on Zoom. You know, it's weird to even call it a found footage movie because yes, it's absolutely a found footage movie the way it's done or whatever. But it's one of those that it's so cleanly done that you can't, it's very clean looking. Like it's all very, very clean looking. It doesn't feel most times like you're watching a found footage movie, in my opinion, at least with a shaky cam and graininess and stuff like that. So I'm rambling and rambling and rambling. You don't even know what the fuck this movie's about. Let me get to that part. So this character, Sean Ruddy, which by the way is played by Joseph Winter, who acts in this movie, who wrote this movie, and who fucking directed this movie, William Wallace, Braveheart, Mel and Gibson, man. That's not the right accent. Like, seriously, dude, kudos to you. I couldn't even wake up on time for an early football game the other day. He plays this character named Sean Ruddy, who is a disgraced YouTuber, much like ourselves, but he's been canceled for being kind of an asshole. He does stunts, and the whole idea of the show is he's a gigantic baby, he's afraid of everything, so he faces his fears, and he does dumb shit, but that turns out he went too far with it, and pissed off a whole lot of people. So he's a disgraced YouTuber, but he's like up there, huge levels, like at least he was with like PewDiePie and shit like that. And honestly, like when you look at the way that his videos, they show them are edited, I'd fucking watch too. Like that shit's impressive. I barely throw up pictures in here and I get tired. Sometimes I have to poop. But he's going to do one last thing to try to win his fandom back. And what he's going to do is he's going to go stay the night in an extremely haunted house. And he's going to set up cameras everywhere, just like Halloween Resurrection and Busta Rhymes once did. That worked out well for them, I think. So he goes in the house and obviously bad shit goes wrong. Shit gets real fucked up. And, you know, scary shit happens. So when I went into this movie, what I was told about it is that it's both hilarious and also super scary at times. And that is a little bit, I feel like the movie was hilarious. Like not every single joke lands, of course, but I was waiting for it to turn into something actually scary at some point. So you got this guy with this crazy over-the-top personality. And to me, I believe it if you told me that this was actually a YouTube channel, like this was a guy. I almost expected to look up this person and find out that this is like, kind of like they did with Dashcam, even though she was a holy shit train wreck of a political nut job in real life, but also still really funny. But I expected to look this guy up and have him actually be like a host of like a fucking travel network show or something, because he's that like believable and manic, and he has all of that energy, and he's also really fucking funny. Part of the reason that his gimmick works on this show is that, like, for instance, when he breaks into the haunted house and he goes inside, there's a spider, he's like, "Spider! Ah!" And he has this scream to him. It's like Jonah Hill in Accepted when the skeleton falls through and he screams at the funniest point of the whole movie. But he has that kind of personality, so he's actually funny to watch, and he's actually really entertaining to watch. And when this came on, and he's introducing it, and there's like a billion edits going everywhere, it's like a fucking Baz Luhrmann film for like a YouTube video for like the first like 2 minutes. It really is innovative, and they go for it with certain things and shots and stuff like that. But I just sat back and fucking smiled, man. I was like, I know for a fact I'm in for a movie that I'm just going to be entertained by. I'm going to be able to sit back and enjoy this, have a few laughs, and hopefully have a few scares. I did think there was going to be more scares than there were. I thought eventually what would happen to this character is he would be all fun and games and hilarious, and he was hilarious. Even though he was an asshole hilarious, that's the character, right? So I thought when he went into the house and shit started to go down, it was going to get scary and he was going to flip and not be playing for the cameras or whatever. And just to give you guys a warning, that doesn't happen. He still stays dumb as shit and screaming like a girl and like saying like I won't give away any of the jokes, but just like the one-liners and stuff that he drops as like ghosts pop out and scare him and shit like that. If Host and Evil Dead 2 fucked each other in a dirty bathroom stall, that would be this movie. Carry the two. Yeah, I think we nailed that one. And they really do a good job with the gags. Now, there's a couple of gags. There's one character that shows up and the makeup on it's like, all right, this is skirting that line of like a scary movie joke at this point, or like a haunted house joke or something like that. And then you revert back to other stuff, and there's certain gags that are actually scary. Like just the makeup is done so well and the jump scare is so good, or the gross out effect is so neat, or the ghost story that's tied into it actually works out in kind of a freaky way. They they dabble in trying to really fuck with you, and sometimes it works. There's some gross out gags and shit that happen that will have you be like, oh, Chicago. There's one thing where this fucking thing turns around on a bed, and I won't give anything away by saying this, but this thing turns around on the bed, and it's like 8 things, and it reminded me like Basket Case or something like that, and it's just like, take my strong hand, child, and you're like, oh shit, I was not prepared to get my face fucking melted by that effect just now. Holy shit, good job, you guys. So it's got little fireworks that go off as far as like the actual scary part of the found footage genre. That's there too, but it mostly sticks to Evil Dead 2 type comedy, like mixed with this whole influencer gag that they've got going on with it. And you know, it's one of those things, if you don't like the main character, like he's not supposed to be likable as a person, but the personality I feel like is very entertaining and hilarious. So if you don't like that, if you find yourself annoyed by it, it may not be a movie you like. But for me, 5 minutes in, like I said, I was like, this is entertaining. We're going to have a good time tonight, Greg. They get to the end of the movie, and they really go for it again with the technology he uses, because he sets up cameras and all this, and you've got the little blurb that comes up with the chat giving him shit, and it's the typical with how shitty people can be on YouTube to him. And honestly, like, stomach laughs at certain points. Like, something insane will be on the screen, and it'll, like, splatter in your face, and you'll just giggle. And then he'll say something in response to it, and you'll be cackle laughing. Like, had a really, really good time with this, man. Know before you go. All right, know what you're going in there for. When you go to watch this movie, it is more comedy than it is horror. But if you're there for like some splatter feature effects plus some comedy and just a good hour and 20-minute little ride, I think you'll have a good time with this for sure. I'm going to give DEADSTREAM an 8.0. I really enjoyed the shit out of it. Had some laughs, had some fun gross out gags, had a weird confusing boner the entire time. I don't know if that's related or not. I should ask my doctor about it, but I definitely recommend checking out DEADSTREAM. Thank you guys for watching this video today. I really appreciate that you guys give a shit what I think about movies and you give me a place to talk about them. That just rules. My life rules because of you folks. Thanks for watching this video today. Thanks for being you. And by the way, ExpressVPN in the description below. 3 months for free. For free, god damn it! Halloween never ends, suck my fucking dick, and I don't really care what Blumhouse fucking says. Put him in a box, or suck a fucking cock. You can say he's dead, but we all know he's not, yeah. So let's go trick-or-treating, let's go fucking drinking, let's all go rent Pumpkinhead on VHS, cause Halloween never ends.